Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Royal Instinct. Today we are going to be watching a video by KSI and Logan Paul, how they tricked millions to drink Prime. This video was done by this YouTube channel called Athletic Interest. It's a cool little channel. I like it. I think it's quite big actually. It's not a little channel. They're doing well. They are rising their stock. They are producing great content. Okay, what are we doing here on Royal Instinct? We are becoming kings. We are building kingdoms. In essence, that is what we're doing. I am doing these videos to send out a bat signal to the world. I'm sending a message to find those people who are of royal descent, who have that royal instinct within them. Okay, I'm looking for 100 people who understand what is going on in the world, what I am doing here, who want to be part of this movement. Okay, we live in a time where we are surrounded by tyranny. We are ever edging closer to voluntary imprisonment, to a total totalitarian state. We are moving closer to not Oscar Wilde, Orson Welles' prediction of 1984. Okay, that book is becoming reality. We are moving in a big brother state, in a surveillance state where you are not allowed to think, where you have no freedoms. There is no freedom of speech. Scotland has recently passed a hate speech bill. Um, you know, I mean, I'm not for hate speech, but to put it into law, it is starting to censor what people say. Okay. Um, it all sounds fiction, and they slowly drip these events into your normal lives. um you won't see it coming before it's too late. There's no point running around warning people. It's just, you either get it or you don't, and most people don't fucking get it, right? It's too late to save the majority. All there is left to do is, if you do understand what is happening, for you to become rich as fuck, rise to the top, become a leader, and try to do something from a leadership position. Okay, if you're fucking at the ground level, going outside, the president's house, the White House, the House of Commons, you're picketing, you're fucking protesting. It's like, it's over, guys. Like, that shit ain't gonna work. Okay, that worked in the 60s maybe. Right now, that shit ain't gonna fly. We need to become leaders. We need to send out a message online. Why online? Because that is where the people are. That is where the people congregate. That is where you can grab someone's ear and speak to them. Okay, if you understand this, if you get this, then reach out. Let's see if we can work together. But let's get into this video. Why are we watching Logan Paul and KSI Prime? They are two young guys who became famous on the internet, who have turned their fame into a $1 billion empire. Okay, these are competition guys. These are the people who are using their fame for their own for their own financial gain. Okay, they're not benefiting the world. I think Prime is just a sugary drink. Okay, it's not like it's helping children grow. There's no like vitamins and shit in it. Um, yeah, it's not really helping people. It's probably probably making them more prone to ADHD. As if children don't need enough. They've got already too much stimulus. They just need more. They were able to capitalize on it. These kids went crazy for these bottles. Okay, they were unhinged. People were selling these bottles for $20 a pop, £20 a pop in some places. It's wild. It is a viral phenomena that happened because Logan and KSI got on the internet, made content around their product, made content about themselves. They became familiar in people's heads, and so when they come out with a new product, be like, look, a bottle of water. People go wild. People go crazy. People want to be associated with that brand. People do not want to miss out. Okay, it's the same thing that Coca-Cola do by plastering their thing all over sporting events, all these sponsorships, hoarding, Pepsi do it, McDonald's do it. All these big companies are at it because they're trying to put their message, their brand into your head. And now people with personal brands are doing the same. Okay. It's the only way to make money is for you to start making content and build a business around your content strategy. Okay. It's the only thing that is left. If you do not understand this, you will be left behind. AI is here. AI will take most of people's jobs. But let's see what they're doing. Let's see how they tricked all these millions of people.
16 bottles every single second. That's how much Logan Paul and KSI have managed to sell over the last 2 years. That's a total of 1 billion bottles. Prime is officially the fastest selling beverage of all time.
That is crazy. If you think about it, like, these people have no talent. They just make content consistently. They have for a number of years. They've had their own scandals, but they are, just two goofy, funny guys who took advantage of a great time on the internet. Um, They've built followings, they've built cult followings, they've had feuds within each other. These two people don't even like each other. They have no respect for each other. But then they came together and be like, fuck it, let's bury the hatchet and make billions of dollars. And it's been a smart business move. But this is your competition. While you're sitting at home thinking like, oh, what will people think if I make a YouTube video? These people are literally, um, you know, taking your children's lunch money, right? Literally, these people are taking your children's lunch money, and you're sitting there wondering, like, oh, do you know what? If I put this video out, what will people think? Like, no one gives a fuck about anyone's opinions anymore. Okay, it's over, guys. Like, if you just look out the window, there's no sense of community. People do not have any friends. Okay, we are here at the end game. We are near a full-time bankruptcies. The economy is going down the shit. Everything's getting more expensive. You cannot afford to buy a house. You're not dating anyone. You are stuck in your house doing fuck all. This is the last chance in human history to change human history, right? By what these AI companies have done is by unleashing AI upon us is derailed humanity. Humans were able to take over the globe because we are about 3-4 times smarter than chimpanzees. Okay. And that was enough brain power for us to take over the whole globe, okay, and become the dominant species on this planet. What happens if you introduce AI, and very, very soon it will become 10 times smarter than a human, okay? And once it can self-learn, self-teach, and doesn't need the input of a human, literally, like, we've invited our own extinction here, okay, guys, right? The only thing left for you to do is to protect yourself by building a kingdom, by amassing enough resources to buy your protection, and then you can form a community. You can protect your citizens, you can protect your family, your loved ones. But there can't be any fear, there can't be any delay. You have to do this as soon as possible.
Looking at the hype, you might think that
I mean, KSI and Logan Paul ain't gonna fucking help you.
Prime Hydration is the new Apple. In reality, it's a brightly colored drink with an equally bright taste.
It's like swallowing perfume. What is that?
So it doesn't even taste good. The older generation doesn't get it. It is a thing, is a phenomenon that happens amongst children. And these things always happen. I mean, in the 90s, it was Tamagotchis, it was Pokemon cards, it was what, those Furby? Oh, those fucking toys. I forget what the toys are. But yeah, I mean, Game Boys, PlayStations. Here in England, we had fucking fingerboards at one point, like these little things that you play, yo-yos. These are phenomena that always occur, right? Somebody at school has it, then everybody wants to get it, and it's a little hype thing that happens for about a month. The hype dies down, but with these prime things, because of social media, they're always in your face, and these children feel like they are being left out if they do not, if they aren't part of it, basically. The older generation will get it, the younger generation do. If you get it, you need to be part of it, you need to become viral, you need to start making some money.
About as quickly as it arrives on the shelf, it sells out. It has become so hard to find Prime that there are entire TikTok accounts dedicated to tracking bottles. Limited supply and high demand means one thing: an expensive resale market. Some bottles have been auctioned for several $1,000s.
I mean, if you just heard that and it didn't fucking throw you off your chair, then, I don't know how to help you guys, right? There are people making thousands of dollars of a fucking drink that cost 60p, $1 to make. Maybe, right? Maybe to buy wholesale costs $1, but probably costs like 30 cents to make, 30p to make. Yeah, it's wild. There's a lot of money to be made by making content. People buy things that they see online. Okay. If you think that you're gonna make some sort of Shopify store, if you're gonna make some sort of drop shipping business, that time is over too. Okay, it has to be a personal brand. You have to invest in yourself. You have to be able to clearly communicate who you are, what you're about, what you stand for. And you have to send out that message to your people. You have to find those people out in the world, which is what I'm doing. I'm sending this message out to you. I'm sending this message out to 100 people who are of royal descent, who have that royal instinct, who want to be part of this community, who want to build a kingdom alongside me, who want to rise to the top and defeat the evil that is in the world, who want to stop people like Logan Paul and KSI from taking your children's lunch money, from corrupting the youth. These people need to be stopped. They need to be ended. Okay, we need to unleash our armies upon them. We need to restrain them. We need to bring them in for trial. They have committed war crimes, and we will stop them. We will judge them. We will treat them fairly. We believe in human rights. However, they are our they are our enemies, and we will defeat them. We will not be stopped. We cannot be stopped. We have a license to kill. Okay, we are James Bond. We are Indiana Jones. We are the whole of the Star Wars franchise. Okay. Um, if you go against us, you will be crushed. Do not even try it. There's 100 kings, and you might think that's only 100. However, we all have an army each. We all have a kingdom each. We are full of citizens, and because we are part of this royal network, this royal alliance, we will form together. We will rise to the top, and we will dethrone the rulers of the world, the current evil elites, and we will bring humanity back to a peaceful time, back to a time of freedom where people can thrive and enjoy their lives.
In schools, kids keep empty bottles filled with water to gain social status. Prime hydration is one of the
I think even South Park, like they're not like a whole episode where to be cool you had to have a fucking bottle of Prime. Like it was really good. Like it's satire, and they throw it back in the faces of these people, but it's just a caricature of society, really. And it's an interesting take. However, it used to be a fucking joke, South Park, but now everything's just becoming a reality that they talk about.
biggest success stories of the last years. Most of the praise has been given to the two YouTubers that face the brand. Looking beyond
Are they the face of the brand? How can these two idiots be the clever, ingenious ways, the mastermind of this phenomena? They are probably not. There's probably another company who saw these two idiots, brought them together, and be like, "Look, if we give you a bunch of money and you promote the shit out of this product, we'll make you multi-millionaires." And they were like, "Yeah, we'll do it. More money, more clicks." Again, this is your competition. This is what people are watching because they don't have a better alternative. They don't have you to watch. Okay, they need you. They need your leadership. They need your vision. They need your trust. They need your confidence. Okay, people are calling out for leadership. People are waiting for the second coming of Christ, and if he comes, if he doesn't come, who knows? In the meantime, you have to rise. You have to make it so good that if Christ does return, he what this man has it. He understands what's happening. I can go back up to heaven and put my feet up. Okay, you have to dethrone KSI and Logan Paul. KSI and Logan Paul are very evil, but let's see if there's more evil behind them. Let's see who the true mastermind is of this venture.
the bold packaging and star names, and a very different picture appears. A story full of controversies, carefully manipulated by a secretive company.
Sounds like Jeffrey Epstein was all behind it all. Ghislaine Maxwell. Imagine that. Imagine if the big reveal behind KSI and Logan Paul was Ghislaine Maxwell. Like, it was me all along. Jeffrey, it was me. It was me, Jeffrey.
Strategy that aims to change the way we shop forever, and they are using Erling Haaland to do it. Welcome to Athletic Interest and the secret strategy that's turned small-town scientists discovered. Sorry, our mistake. There are no business trips to Thailand or cocaine in this story, at least not when we are talking about the drink. Prime Hydration was born in 2022. Logan Paul and KSI were two YouTubers locked in a fierce boxing rivalry.
And they were locked in this rivalry. They were just having this controversy and beef on the internet, and then they decided to have a charity boxing match, and it was selling more pay-per-views than actual heavyweight boxing matches. Okay, so people clearly saw demand, and this company probably came along and saw that we can profit off these guys. And how can we profit? Let's sell a drink. Okay, 50 Cent was the first one who partnered with Vitamin Water, He had, was it Formula 50 vitamin water. He had a share in that company. He was selling that drink because people need to drink and stay hydrated. It's better than alcohol because you can't sell alcohol to children. However, you can market sports energy drinks to children. And they took that framework and added it to Logan Paul and KSI and put it on steroids and became this viral sensation.
The first meeting ended in a draw. The second was a controversial KSI win, when the duo appeared on to capitalize on the attention.
We are officially business partners.
Logan Paul and KSI played on their feud to draw people in, and then joined forces to capitalize on the asset.
I did not set it up, except when I noticed him going for the prime. The moment he took the prime out of the bag, I knew this was going to be the best video on the fucking planet.
Viral videos.
I mean, they use a viral content strategy. They use their fame. They use their channel, their eyeballs that they had upon them. And KSI and Logan Paul are not new to this. There are many celebrities doing this. Kim Kardashian has managed to do this. She has put her whole family on the map. She created a controversial sex tape. Her mother probably created it. The real brains behind it all, pimped out her daughters and create a dynasty, generational wealth. You might hate on the Kardashians. You may laugh at them. They are living lives of luxury. Their future generation, their future lineage is secured. Okay, they will be forever safe. While you and your family's line, your generation's lineage is coming under attack. Okay, AI is upon us. AI will displace most people's jobs. Most people will be left to rely solely on the government. If you want to fight against that, if you want to ensure your own survival, you have to become a content creator. You have to be seen. You have to become popular. Okay, and it's the only way to survive. It's the only way that we can get to the top. It's the only way that we can establish our kingdoms. Because in today's society, you cannot work your way to the top. You have to have the attention and garner the attention to go to the top. And the way we do it here is by becoming charismatic leaders, charismatic storytellers, charismatic communicators, and that is how we establish our kingdoms.
Were a useful tool for Prime in the other days, but selling 1 billion bottles takes something else. When Prime arrived in the UK, hype reached a whole new level. Instead of making the drink widely available across the major supermarkets, Prime gave smaller amounts to select brands.
And just that little phrase there, they give small amounts to select brands, okay, to select grocery outlets. This is the control that these big companies have, okay. In an essence, they are rationing Prime. They are giving it to people, to the highest bidder. What if we lived in a dystopian society where food is rationed, okay? We live in a time where there is climate change, where farmers are under constant attack, where farmers aren't allowed to farm on their land. They want to reduce the amount of meat that you eat, and the little meat that is left that does make it to the supermarket will be rationed and put onto high demand. People will starve. People will there will be shortages of food, and if you don't protect yourself now, if you don't establish a way for you to pay for the ever expanding expenses, if you can't keep up with the cost of living crisis that is going on in the world, you'll be left behind. Your children will suffer. You will suffer. You will be malnourished. You will be you won't get the correct nutrients, because you are letting these evil corporations win. You are letting these evil people win. And when that happens, KSI and Logan Paul will be nowhere to be seen. They will probably be on some sort of in some sort of island, in some wealthy neighborhoods. They will be protected while you suffer.
This scarcity met the hype. It created mania. People started queuing for hours to get their hands on the latest flavors. Most shops sold out within 30 minutes of opening, a classic example of scarcity marketing. Social media was flooded with people documenting their desperate searches for Prime. Traditional media...
Just think about that, like a desperate search for fucking Prime. Like I still haven't fucking tasted that thing. I walk past in supermarkets all the time. I'm just like what's the point? Like Do you know what I mean? It's a fucking sugary drink, guys. There's no fucking give me a bottle of water. Do you know what I mean? Like, give me a fucking give me a vodka coke. I'll have that. Do you know what I mean? But like to just have this sugary drink for no reason. Um, a little bit of alcohol at a party is great. Drink responsibly, but like who the fuck gives a shit? But you can't teach children this, okay? Children, they're gonna do what children do, right? When I was younger, I was the same. I wanted a Power Ranger when I was 5. Do you get what I mean? I wanted to play Pokemon cards. I wanted to play Nintendo. I wanted to play PlayStation. We all go through it, but we grow out of it. But children don't. But children will be manipulated. You have to stop the you have to stop the manipulation. Okay, protect your children, protect the future generation. If you don't have children yet, you will one day. Do the right thing. Become a leader. Become a great person that people admire. Become somebody who establishes a kingdom, who establishes rules and a way of life for its citizens, for its people, who offers protection, who is willing to put himself on the line to grow responsible and take on the evil tyranny that is in the world. Okay, now if you understand what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm about, if you want to join this mission, if you want to be part of my mission, if you want to be part of the 100 kings that I'm looking for, then reach out. Let's work together and end people like Logan Paul, end people like KSI. We will bring them to court. We will find them. We will bring justice to the evil that they created. Think about the scarcity, and they're 6-year-olds crying because they didn't have a fucking bottle of Prime. Okay, now I think it's stupid, but you can't teach us a 6-year-old. So I feel bad for them. They missed out and they thought that they were not cool enough. They got bullied because they didn't have bottles of Prime, and it is KSI's fault. It is Logan Paul's fault. Okay, there's gonna be 20 years from now, there's going to be children in therapy. These children will grow up. They'll be 25, 30 years old. There'll be adults at that stage who will sit there in a therapist couch saying, do you know what? Like, my problem started that time I didn't get the fucking bottle of Prime, because I needed it to gain social status at school. And when I turned up to school with just my Evian bottle of water, all the kids took the piss out of me. All the kids made fun of me. One girl came and she knocked my water down, saying, "This is piss water. You're not allowed to drink it." And she spilled Prime all over my face. Okay. That is traumatizing for anyone, and I do not wish for anybody to go through that. If you want to stop the evil in the world, reach out. Let's work together. Let's conquer evil. But for everybody else, that is it. Thank you very much, and I will see you later.